Hi guys, welcome back to the FBA Multi-Tool YouTube channel. I just want to go over something today to do with sourcing. I know some of you starting out don't have the funds to use sourcing software like FBA Wizard, Tactical Arbitrage, anything like that. I mean, they cost something like £80 around there for a subscription per month, and it's expensive. So when you're starting out, you might only have 500, maybe less. You might start with 200. I know people who have started with 100 and it's taken them a while, but they've actually got there, but they couldn't use software. They had to manually source their items, so they'd go on to sites, you know, like Argos, Debenhams. Depends where you are. If you're in the United States, then you'd do it differently. So I'm just going to go through that today in this video, and hopefully it helps you out a bit and I can show you how to source using the multi-tool. So first you need to make sure you're logged into your Seller Central. Once you've done that, refresh the page. We need as much information as possible. So this is some useful information. You're going to need this. You don't want to make any mistakes when buying stock, that's for sure. Okay, so that's all set up now. What I would suggest is going into the settings, turn on your history graph, turning on make sure you've got everything on here. The highlight text search is what we're really going to need when sourcing manually. Okay, so let's head over to Argos and see if we can find any deals, and I'll show you how I search and source stock manually. So I've gone over to the Easter sale page just to see what Lego items are on sale, and we're just going to run through these. Some sites let you highlight the title here, but you can't on this one, so you have to go into it. I'd right click this, open the page, highlight the item, and depending on what marketplace you're searching, press US or UK. I'm doing the UK. So what was the price? £31.99. It's coming up here as £23, so that ain't going to be any good to us. So we'll move on to the next. I know it can be a long and tedious job, but it does pay off. A lot of the sourcing tools and softwares are using a cache. So what that means is they're storing the data. You're not always getting live data. So say you search a site that's got a sale on it, it might not pick up the items because it's using old data, basically, if that makes any sense. So let's try that again. I don't know what to expect in this video. I've just done it out of the blue, so if it doesn't actually pan out and I don't find any items, don't be disheartened. You will find items. It's not hard to do, it just takes time. People spend hours a day just going through sites. It's always best to maybe go look for sales, see what sales are on at the minute. Do it that way, I guess. So we could pretend that was the better listing. Obviously it's not. But then you'd click on here, check the Kiva Graph. That's a terrible Kiva Graph, but if it was any good, I would then put in the price, which is $13.99. I doubt there's profit in that at all. It'll calculate there for you. You don't actually have to go onto the listing, so it does save you a lot of time there. But yeah, that item's no good. What else we got? I'm going to do some random ones. Open some random ones. Like I say, this was all out of the blue, so I don't know if I'll find anything. We're going to go through them though. Did we do that one? No. So yeah, simple. We added that right click feature and it's really quick for sourcing. So like I say, if you can't afford to pay those high subscription fees, for the sourcing software, then this is the alternative way of doing it. Using some tool like that can provide you a quick search method using like the right click tool. That's no good again. Probably know me now, I'm not gonna find anything. It tends to be the way it goes when I want to do something and show you guys. It doesn't go right. No. This is actually out of stock, but I'm gonna check anyway. No. That one's $22.97, so it is a little bit above what we're paying, but there won't be any profit in it when I come down to checking it. The beauty is you don't actually have to go on the listing to check. You can do it from there. As you can see, it's a no. Can't make anything on that one. Main reason I'm doing it is just to show you that the tool can be used in different ways. It's not just to calculate what you're making, not just to calculate your profit. It does a lot of other things. Again, that's a no. It does kind of suck for you. I know if you're starting out and all these good tools are costing so much money. We do try and keep the cost down on this a lot. As you know, Keeper now is charging £15 a month. We're $19.99 a month. We do actually have a Keeper Graph integrated into the app. It is fully interactive, and we will be adding more data to that as we go on through the year. The app's just packed with features that will help you source for $19.99. I'm not pushing the sale of it on here today. I literally just wanted to show you how you can use it to source items, but it's not going very well for me today. We can pretend this is $19.99 because I'm not getting anywhere. Calculate that. So yeah, if that item was any good, you could either export it there, or you could jump in to the listing, have a little look round, let the app load up. So I do really like this feature. I added this. It does help out a lot. We have another company called FBA Leads UK, and the VAs on there love this because it does speed up their sourcing. They know exactly what they're paying before they have to. They know exactly what they have to pay, before they calculate. So if that's $9.99 and they need to make 30% plus deals, then they've got to pay £4.40 basically, or less, to make that profitable. So that is a really handy feature. You've got the sales estimator, private label detector here. That's just to make sure you don't sell on someone else's listing. If it's a private label product, it's a brand owned by an individual, and you don't really want to jump on that because you could end up in trouble. So if it's green, it's fine. Lego's fine anyway, as long as you can actually sell it. The other problem is when you're starting out now, I think the toys category is actually restricted. So that's another problem for you guys to overcome, but the best thing to do is just find a toy wholesaler, buy a couple items, send that into the invoice into Amazon. Even if you make a little bit of a loss or break even, I mean, the benefit is you've just ungated that category with those items. So yeah, it's definitely worth it. So you've got a lot of information here that tells you if you're eligible to sell up here. So yes, I'm allowed to sell this. I'm not restricted in any way. There's no hazmat item here, so we're safe to sell that. We'll push down here. We'll go to the sales data tab, so we'll click that and it'll open this pop-up. Gives you another load of information. Average price, so over 30, 60 and 90 days. Average rank, the total sellers on this listing. It's only 5 FBA, which isn't a lot compared to that 61. So yeah, it just shows you the stock levels then. Amazon are holding the stock with a really low price, so unless you could beat Amazon's price, I wouldn't go near that. So yeah, you can check all the stocks there. That's really handy. This just shows you the what percentage it is in the category overall. So say if there's a million items in a category, it would just tell you it's in the top 1% or whatever. Moving on now, then you can go quickly calculate your item. So like I said here, you need to pay $4.40 really or less to make 30% profit. So there you go. And also the other option is to sell it on a different marketplace. So you can actually see it's selling better on different marketplaces. We are the cheapest in the UK. So your other option would be, if you could buy it cheaper, or you could buy it for around 7, you could go and sell it on a different marketplace, you know, in France or Germany or Italy or something. That is the other option. You've got to then calculate your AFN fee. So if you are selling overseas, make sure you turn that on, because they do charge a lot of money for selling overseas. If you do scroll down then, oh no, 1 second while I turn that on. Okay, I didn't turn on the Kiva Graph. Let me just refresh the page here. It should work now. There's a lot of data for this app to load up, and it does actually load really fast if you think about all the data it's loading. So yeah, here's our Kiva Graph. It's fully interactive, and yeah, so you can see exactly what's going on. See how low the rank is. See the Amazon price, and so on. Yeah, so let me move down a bit so you can see the prices. That should actually be higher up, so I will look at that. And I will be looking at adding buy box prices and so on. But anyway, I hope that video helped someone. Maybe it'll be useful for you if you are starting out with a limited budget. Other than that, if you don't want to invest in any tools at that stage, you've got to copy paste really and search on Amazon, which is a tedious job. So I feel you. Good luck with your Amazon business, and hopefully I'll do another video soon. Thanks guys.